Now let's talk about the architecture of our solution. First, let's start with the general architecture. In the general architecture, we start with the mobile app. This mobile app will be the publisher of the MQTT protocol, and it will send to this environment that we will describe later. The MQTT and MQTT brokers and mininet environments that will simulate the drone environment. And this environment, the brokers send to the cloud that will work as a subscriber. So let's continue. For the network architecture, we used a default example of mininet with some modifications. In this example, it's an example of NAT. And what we have here, we have hosts described as computers here that would simulate what would be a drone. Each one of them has an IP, a local IP, connected to a switcher, connected to the NAT. And the NAT has access to the web. So what maybe to the web, but maybe just for the local NAT, since we use Wi-Fi. So let's talk about the MQTT. For example, we can put a host as an MQTT local, connected and authenticated with an MQTT central that will be connected at the edge to have connection to the internet. Since we want this one, the central, to send the messages to the net, to the web. So for the hosts, we need that they are connected together. They have connection between them and to a central, and the central is responsible for sending messages, for sending the packages to the World Wide Web. And let's talk about now the cloud architecture. In the cloud architecture, we have the World Wide Web and the MQTT Central has received the message of a host of the mininet network and will send this to the cloud. This is a host on the cloud, is a host representing the cloud that is subscribed to the central. And when this host receives the message, it will send the message, it will populate the table, and it will also receive from the table to display on the Grafana. And that's it for the cloud architecture. Just to summarize the steps of the MQTT, the package from the mobile app to Grafana, we have a package that starts in the mobile app. We put it in the mobile app, the severity of the conditions, and we send a MQTT message using an MQTT protocol to one of the nodes that is connected in the same network. So imagine as the app local being connected to the switch. Or also we could use ngrok to one node here have access to the internet. This is just an imaginary case because in real life, in the description of the problem, the mobile app will not have access to the internet, but just the local network. But just for simplification, we can use ngrok to have access to the internet. The mobile app can access also the host here. So it will send a package mqtt, and in the mobile local, in the host local, it will send a message to the mqtt central, and the mqtt central will display, will pull a message to the cloud host to populate the tables, and after to be connected to Grafana and display the dashboards. Thank you.